So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to revamp a dresser that is missing a drawer that you don't want to throw away, but it just looks like crap missing a drawer. But don't worry, we can fix it. So this is what the dresser looks like. My mom got it secondhand, so it was used and it did come missing the drawer. It's missing the second drawer. If it was missing the top drawer, it would probably work a little better, but since it's the second drawer, it's a little, rough. But as you can see, it's got some chunks missing out of it. It's just old, worn, and dated. The inside is pretty nice altogether. It's pretty clean on the inside, but I'm really wanting to rip that top drawer out so we can put a canvas in there, or a canvas tote in there like I just showed you. And I'm gonna put contact paper on the top of it and swap out the knobs. So that is my plan. So the first thing we did was saw off the board that was in between the top shelf and where the second shelf should have been. I think I'm going to paint the inside of this white so it has a good background for the canvas totes, and then the bottom I'm going to put a layer of contact paper on as well as on the top. And then the next thing I'm going to do is sand it. I've already started sanding a little bit, but basically what we're doing is we're going to get the outer layer off so that the paint I put on next will stick and not just be on top of the protective coating on the outside. You can also tell here that the very bottom right knobs are not the same as the rest. They're just two random knobs put on here. So this dresser was very much in need of some help. So now that it is all prepped and sanded and ready to go, you can kind of see the overall vision that I have going here, and we have an open space that's perfect for the canvas tote. So now it's ready to paint. So this is the paint I'm using. It's just a pre-mixed white that I got from Walmart. So I'm just going in with a very generous first coat, and as you can tell, I'm being really sloppy with the first coat, because the first coat is where you can just kind of go all out, and then the second coat is where you're gonna fill in all the crevices and make it look pretty seamless. So this is the first coat all finished. See, it's really streaky, but when we do that second coat, it's going to clean all those lines up and fill in the gaps. I didn't paint the top of it because, like I said, I'm going to put contact paper on the top of it, and it's really just a waste of time to paint it. I've still got to paint this backing, and then I'm not going to paint this because I'm going to put contact paper on it, but I'm going to paint around the edge of it. And now I've got to take the hardware off of these drawers and paint them. Like I said, the drawers are painted, and now we have to wait to do our second coat and then hardware. So we're almost done with the drawers, but the holes in the drawers are a little bit too big for the screws, so they're still like poking through. So I had to go get these washers from Home Depot, so hopefully they fit and that fixes everything. So this is the second coat of paint on this, and you can really tell the difference between up here where I did just one coat and then down here where I've already done a second coat. And I could realistically do 3 coats, but I think 2 is where I'm going to leave it because it actually looks really good. If I were, doing this more professionally, I'd do 3 coats, but since it's just going in my room, I think I'll leave it at 2. So skipping ahead a little bit, I've already got my hardware on my drawers, I've got the backing painted white, and I've got my contact paper on this level. And now all I've got to do is just put the contact paper on the top and then clean up this line right here on top of the drawer because I didn't realize that it was showing. So I'm going to try to show you guys right here how to put on the contact paper. You're going to want to fold it when you're peeling it, fold it underneath itself and leave a little bit of an area right here so you can cut it with a straight edge so that it's not just like ripped at the end here. So you're going to want to take the backing and just peel it off very slowly and take something you can use a credit card, whatever, just need something flat so you can push it down and get all the air bubbles out as you're pulling that paper out from underneath it. And it really helps if you've got someone to help you with this, because as you can see, it kind of starts to, kind of fold in and get skewed a little bit. But my fiance would rather play the game than help me. So if you've got someone to help you, that would really help out, but you don't need it. And just be careful when you're cutting the edge of it, because as you can see down here at the bottom, when I was cutting it, I've kind of peeled that back a little bit, but you're not going to be able to see that underneath my totes, so it's not a big deal. I'm not really worried about it. I've just got to clean up the edges around here with some white paint where it's still showing. And then it's time for finishing touches and the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Overall, this was a very inexpensive flip for me, as almost everything was given to me by my mom except for the hardware, the paint, and the contact paper, which I have lots of contact paper and lots of paint left over for if I wanted to do something like this again, and it would be even cheaper for me. However, for you guys, since you're not given a dresser, you may be, but you could get a dresser like that at a thrift store for probably 15 to 30 bucks, seeing as it was missing a drawer or whatever, and you can upcycle it to make it look so much better. So this is a very inexpensive flip and super easy. If I can do it, then anyone can do it. So I roughly broke down the prices of this flip, and I know not everyone's going to have the same prices or access to the same things, but overall this flip would roughly cost around 40 to 70 bucks, which is such a steal for a dresser like this that you'd find at like Wayfair or a place like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this is a shorter video, but I just want to show you guys what I did with this dresser because I think it looks really good and I'm super proud of it.